Hello everybody and welcome back to another First Impressions video. This time we're going to be doing it on the Hakker, the tier 11 American medium, following on from the M48 pattern. And if you haven't watched the first two of these videos in this series, the first one on the Taschenrat, the second one on the T803, this is just almost like a mini tank review. I'm going to show you kind of how I set the vehicle up, how I think you should set it up, or recommendations on how to set it up. My recommendations for your early upgrade path, quick look at the armor, stuff like that, and then jump into some gameplay. And at the end, give you my impressions, what I kind of think of the vehicle, and how I kind of think that it will progress and how people will begin to play it. So, just quickly running through the setup for the Hakker. If you don't want to watch this bit, skip to the gameplay. Timestamps will be in the description. Starting with crew skills, fairly basic crew skills setup. You want brothers in arms, repairs, and then all of your standard skills. So, view range, never a bad thing. Gun handling, never a bad thing. Intuition, pretty much a must. Safe storage, a must. Firefighting, off-road driving, Deadeye because it's fun. Practicality, reducing RT stun. You know, fairly normal, standard crew setup. Nothing out of the ordinary. Equipment. One must, rammer, absolute must. Strongly recommended turbo. I wouldn't really recommend not taking turbo, so rammer or turbo. And then I've got two good recommendations for the third piece of equipment, and two if you really want to. So 2 recommendations. Vents, hardening. Honestly, I'm still not 100% sure which I'm going to go with at the moment. Vents, but that was just kind of for figuring out the vehicle. If you really desperately want to, optics or stabs. Honestly, I don't feel like you need to invest a piece of equipment in stabs. The stabilization is already good enough, and you've got the upgrade ability. And optics, you've already, in my setup, you've got 488 meters view range. Honestly, don't think it's worth it for a piece of equipment, but your mileage may vary. What's it called? The ability. There we go. The ability itself, honestly, doesn't really stand out. It's just to help gun handling. You basically, when you pop it, you're able to fire on the move, and you pretty much always hit vehicles. One surprising thing about it that actually shocked me, you get an engine power and traverse speed buff. Now, I didn't actually know this until about a week into playing the vehicle. I asked somebody else if they knew this as well. Killer. He didn't know this, so let me know in the comments whether we're just both blind or this is actually comes as a surprise to you as well, because it's quite nice. Upgrade path, straight in. I would recommend go straight away for this one. 1 degree extra gun depression, 100%. Means you can use the armor better, means you're much more flexible, just turns the tank into a much better vehicle. From there, I got the thing for the upgrade. It's right there, may as well get it. Then from there, honestly, the mobility, top forward speed just here, good one to get. On the way you get some gun handling, which is nice, and up here these 3 as well are good to aim for, which is shell damage and then your 2 penetrations. Honestly, still kind of undecided if I want to go top or bottom, but they're kind of the ones you aim for. Your mileage may vary. Have a look, see what you think you would rather go through, whether you go top or bottom, but this is one to aim for and this is one to aim for, but definitely go for gun depression first. Armor. It's an American tank. It's got okay frontal turret armor. Beyond that, pretty useless. The hull, the front and the sides, not overmatchable. That's about all that can be said about them. You're not going to really bounce anything unless something incredibly low penetration, like a stock gun or something, hits you, or it's a really weird angle. Turret, again, side, nothing to write home about. You're only really looking at the front of the turret. Honestly, I've probably been relying on the armor a little too much. I would probably step it back a bit. It's good, but not great. These sides, when fully frontal on, pretty good. Like, you know, they've got some decent armor, although they can still be penned by high penetration rounds, especially with a little bit of angle. They are not actually overmatchable. Any angle whatsoever, they become very weak. Front of the turret is really all you're going to be able to reliably-ish bounce off. On flat ground, high pen rounds are still just going to go through. You're relying on being shot by standard rounds from tier 9s and tier 10s to bounce anything. It's where you use your gun depression that it's actually going to have any kind of an impact. Obviously, these bits of armor being sloped back like that. As I said, that's why having the upgrade for the extra degree of gun depression is great. However, you do need to be careful, as you have got a wedge of a turret. when using gun depression, if you do accidentally peek too far, people can kind of shoot up into the bottom of the wedge, and you will still take damage. So my recommendation was the frontal turret armor is nice. I maybe wouldn't rely on it. It's just going to bounce shots every now and again. Be happy when you do. Don't be too upset when you don't. But yeah, outside of that, that's kind of how I've set up the hacker. They're kind of my recommendations. Obviously, your mileage may vary. Other people have different opinions, but that's what I think. But outside of that, let's hop into the gameplay. Okay, another good map, good matchup. Again, I have got to bear in mind that all of these games that I'm having so far, and this, the STRV, the Imbattable, are all without, like, you know, being fully upgraded. I mean, all of the tier 11s so far. I haven't fully upgraded a single one yet. It's definitely worth bearing in mind. That was not worth it.
That's a nice hit. That's what we like to see, yeah. Beautiful hit. All of that place.
Nice. Huge. That was good. I don't know how we got spotted halfway through that. I'm not really sure, but maybe something peeked in front of us. WZ-120. Alright. If he looks away, I'm going to back down to here. Okay, so long story short, the hacker is just literally like perma-aiming me, which is fun. Dude, these bushes confuse me so much. Every single time, it's like, okay, so we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. Oh, and now we've been spotted from like some sort of weird angle. Could have made my life so much easier if we could get that. Nice. There's an FE there. Fuel tanks on that side. Oops. You watching blind this. His fuel tank's here. Yeah, no point. I mean, I don't know how I got spotted. I'm gonna load heat just because of the STRV.
Like a knife through butter.
Ooh. Beautiful. Smoke that through there. One more, if he keeps going. I don't think he's going to keep going. Much better. Much better. That was a much better game. That's quite nice. Annoying that these bushes don't really work properly. I mean, I've played, what, over 75,000 games of World of Tanks, and I still don't know how those bushes work properly. Like, sometimes you can literally sit in them firing, and it's fine, and then other times they just don't work. I think the way they work is you spot underneath them. I don't think the camo goes all the way to the floor, so if you fall back, as you fall back down the ridge, I think you get spotted underneath them. But it's really weird. I still find sometimes I don't get spotted where I think I should, and then sometimes I do where I don't. 7,500, only second class. Damn. Very nice game, though. Much, much, much better game. 7,500. Wherever it was. I had a 7.5k combined game in the Hacker earlier that was a second... not combined, just damage, and then I think a bit of extra spotting and stuff. And that was only a second class. I haven't got a first class yet in this thing. I mean, granted, I haven't had, like, an amazing game, but I just said I've had first class games. I haven't had an ace game yet. First, see what goes. Don't worry about that. Like a knife through butter.
That's a nice hit. Lovely stuff.
Oh, fair play. Oh, oh I'm dead. No, 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 no. Ah! It's two bats. Where did the other one hit me from? Shots there. No. Still quite a lot unspotted actually. Be careful. Death Star. Well, I say a lot. There's a Death Star and a Jagdpanzer. He says literally still pushing up. Wait for the bulk to push up. I think I'm making it obvious where I am. Go, 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 go! Totally worth it. What I will say, we lost it a little bit in the middle. I lost a bit too much HP. But at the start of that game, killing effectively a full HP IS-7 and a full HP S-Conk for receiving one shot was not bad. See, War Baby, if you're still here, high caliber, second class for that. 4 kills, 7,000 damage, second class, 1,184 base. That's higher base than for the Black Rock is an ace on the Asian server. That's nuts. And more importantly, we now have an extra degree of gun depression. Oh, baby, a triple. Pretty good now, and the first month is free. Yeah, I just at the moment don't really want to start paying a monthly like fee for it. You know, I already subscribed to a couple of people on Twitch. He says you've got what? Disney Plus, Netflix, Amazon Prime, blah 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 blah, and everything is now becoming rather than you buying something, it's all a monthly thing, and I don't feel like I need it. I've got enough stuff in the game, and yeah, sure, at the moment, it'd be really nice to have, you know, extra XP and the bonus stuff like that, but I've got so much shit within the game. I buy Christmas loot boxes so I have enough gold to move equipment around. It's honestly not the end of the world. I know that that might sound a bit but you know what I mean. So I just shot the grill. I know I'm reversing right now before anybody says anything. I'm reversing because I want to be able to drive away quickly if necessary. Come on. How is the grill behind the 50? Yeah, other way around. There you go. And that's why I reversed. Because... Fuck off, dickhead. Seriously? Hey, Devi, how you doing? It's this guy that I think that keeps spotting me. Oh, actually, there is an RHM unspotted. Okay, yeah, I've changed my mind. It's not the 121. So 4, 3, 2. Press X, Max. Come on. Nah. He's looking very much at me. Crap. Well, some running is gonna have to occur here. That's a Foch B behind me as well. God, that's a problem. This house being non-destructible makes me sad. I've completed something. I'm running out of friends! Ah. Oh, the Hirsch got me. Thank you. Oh no! The Tashan Rat got us. Oh, that was a pretty good game. We dug in fairly well. Just... If I could have got one more shot onto the Hirsch there, I mean, he did, what, quite a lot to me at the end. You just maybe got one more shot into him, that would have been okay. Maybe if I'd have got a shot in early doors, we might have been slightly more okay. 7.2 because 1 blind on Grill. I think I got 1 blind into the Hirsch as well. I think. Unless that's what you mean. Yeah, 7.2. I think it was the blind into the Hirsch. Dude, 7.2k damage. 3rd class. It's really annoying. I mean, we did our mission. Does battle hits actually work at the moment? Yes, it does. That shot was probably quite key, because at the end, he was the one who rushed. Oh, seriously? Look at that kill shot, man. He gets very lucky. Hirsch as well. Yeah. Annoying, but not too shabby. 7-2. That's a good game. So, there we go, guys. Seen the gameplay on the Hacker. Now, what are my kind of final first thoughts on the vehicle? If you've made it this far into the video, make sure you give it a like. I know most of you won't have, so if you have, you clearly don't hate my voice that much. Let me know in the comments as well. What do you think on the Hacker? Have you got it yet? Are you planning on getting it? Do you like it? What do you think? So, final first impressions. I liked the Hacker. I really like the Hacker. I think it's a very nice tank. Obviously, the M48 Patton was my favourite tank in the game up to like 2016, and then I just kind of stopped playing it. Not because I didn't like it anymore, but just because, you know, I had so much other stuff in the game that I needed to do and just never really went back to it. So, yeah, the Hacker was always going to be nice for me. Honestly, so far, and I mean, I've only played a couple of the tier 11s. I've only played, how many have I got? I just look on here quickly. I've only got 6 at the moment. But honestly, so far, I would say it's probably the best fresh out the box. The only reason I hesitate on that, the STRV is probably better, but the STRV is an STRV. Like, it does what it does well anyway. Fresh out the box, that doesn't really change. So the Hacker, out of all of the rest of them, I would say the Hacker is probably the best, just straight up. Doesn't rely on upgrades really much. Yes, the gun depression upgrade is nice, but it doesn't really rely on them. There's not really a lot I can say. It's a really good all-round tank. I really enjoy it. Gun handling is great. Obviously, you have the ability as well, which is amazing. The armor, the only thing I would say, the armor, honestly, it's not as good as I first thought. And as I said at the start of the video, try not to rely on it too much, because it keeps getting me into trouble thinking I'm going to bounce rounds and like sitting there with my turret exposed when I could just fall back a little bit more, and getting penned when I don't need to. So that's honestly the only thing I would really say about this thing, is that the frontal turret armor is not what I first thought it was. The only real negative part of the experience so far. But outside of that, very good all-round tank, and definitely something I would recommend picking up, especially as I believe things like the Pershing and the 46 Patton and stuff have actually had buffs recently. So definitely were a tank worth grinding out if you haven't done already. Outside of that, thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Like I said, if you've made it this far into the video, why haven't you given it a like? If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. And outside of that, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.